Yeah, there's an outlet. No, there's an outlet like directly underneath the kitchen table.
Yeah,
you can turn on the kitchen light to see it.
What can I unplug in this?
You can unplug anything that's down there. Oh, no you can't. Whoops, not that one, just the other one. The other one. Nope. Oh, shit. Here, do you need this?
No, where's that?
This?
Okay.
Do you need this?
I do not.
Okay. An answer. Just needed an answer. Oh, shit! We have light. Oh my god. Whoa! Rete. Should we? Oh, tater tot. Missed call.
This chick.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Okay. Stop. I was just about to start. You threw me off. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a special guest here with me. This is my boyfriend, Casey.
Hey guys.
Hi babe.
How you doing, baby?
We are doing a meet my boyfriend tag and we've gotten a ton of questions from you guys. And so we thought that instead of like answering just like a bunch of questions that we would just tell the actual story, because that will answer all the questions, and then we have a few questions after that that we'll answer for you as well. So we just wanted to tell the story of how we got together, and that's it. If you guys follow us on social media, we've been doing like hashtag Stace in case, not cute, and then hashtag 10 years. It's probably been very confusing to a lot of you, especially if you went to school with us. I know that there are people from Arcata High and around Humboldt County that are watching this right now, and you're probably very confused. So we're gonna explain all of that, because there was only like 3 to 4 people who really know what 10 years means and has known all 10 years of what's right.
History, yeah.
Yeah,
the full history.
Yeah, I'll start. Okay.
Alright.
Alright. Casey and I come from the same town. We grew up together. We went to different schools, and then we went to the same high school, but our town is very, very small up in Northern California. I now live in New York. If you're new to my channel, welcome. But yeah, so I'm from originally Northern California, and then now I live in New York City. So we have grown up in the same town, super, super small. We've always known each other. We were just talking the other day, there's like basketball tournaments that I would be cheerleading at, and he would be playing basketball. Yeah, in middle school. So he was like 12, I was 14. Most of the time we're 2 years apart in age, but grade wise I'm a year older. So I was like a senior when he was a junior. He was saying that he noticed me when I was a 14-year-old in my awkward stage.
Awkward cheerleading outfit.
Awkward cheerleading outfit.
She didn't look awkward to me.
Aww. We fed into the same high school. And then he was a freshman, I was a sophomore.
Fed into high school, got to see Stacy again. Always recognized her for her beauty and her, you know, just her awesomeness.
Wow.
But I grew up playing tennis, but always walk up to the gym. And as you walk up to the gym at our school, like you'd pass by the tennis courts while, you know, PE class was going on. Stacy would be out there practicing her serve.
Right, yeah. You could pick between like 3 sports. If you guys went to Arcade High, you know what I'm talking about. You could pick like badminton, like tennis, and dodgeball, like all that stuff or whatever. So I'd always pick tennis because it's the easiest one. And I took lessons for 6 months when I was 5. So I thought I was pretty professional. So I would always pick tennis, and I really like serving in tennis. It's my favorite thing. So he would always.
Running involved in serving.
No, I don't like running. So he would always walk by. He was a year younger than me. I always took notice to him. I MySpaced him and was like, "Hey, did you see my serve?" Because he would walk by, and yeah, that was how we started talking.
Should we explain what MySpace is? For those of you who are born recently.
It's a social media platform.
Social media that actually was
the original.
The original, and actually had some pretty cool features that Facebook doesn't allow you to do.
Yeah, like
you like put your own background.
HTML,
yeah, like you can code it.
But, like, I knew it so well, and I feel like now I'm too stupid to know that. I was the original slider into DMs.
Slide into the DMs.
For the record, I have gotten onto MySpace and tried to get those messages back, but apparently everybody's messages were deleted in 2016 from MySpace. And I didn't get an email about it, and I'm pissed.
Blaming Tom.
I need to speak to Tom. Yeah, then we just, like, started being, I don't know, like, kind of friendly from there, like, seeing each other in the hallway or whatever, like, seeing each other at parties.
Yeah, take it, you know, it's a small school, so on weekends or, you know, Friday nights, there's usually one thing going on that the cool kids would go to.
Just one thing.
Yeah, we'd always see each other at little functions, get-togethers.
What was the fire? What would it be? Like fire? What would it call?
Or bonfires?
Bonfires! Yeah, bonfires in the bottoms. Yeah. And then I ended up dating somebody who was in his grade, so he was a year younger than me, and that even more so put us in the same, like...
Proximity, yeah.
Proximity, yeah. And he's a great guy. My ex-boyfriend, we're not, like, I mean... He's still...
We're friends.
We have no problem. Yeah, cool. There's no...
See him quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah. There's no...
no hard feelings.
No, not at all. For those of you who know us personally, you know who I'm talking about. But I haven't gotten permission to say his name on camera. I tell you guys, I never speak about my exes unless I get their permission to talk about them. I have not gotten his permission, so you can just figure it out. I don't know. That doesn't even start the 10 years, by the way. That's just still in high school. There was never any, like... flirtation or anything like that, like, going on. We just, like, noticed each other. We'd have, like, a side hug here and there when we see each other at parties or something. I still had my boyfriend that was his age, and...
very kind of casual encounters.
Yeah, just, like, very casual. And then...
nothing juicy.
No. After I graduated, I stayed in town, went to beauty school, and so I was still with my boyfriend who was his age for like a little bit, and then, or yeah, for most of your guys' senior year. And then you guys graduated, you went to Sonoma State.
Yep.
Which is like 4 hours away from our hometown, and then I still stayed in town because I was still in beauty school. And then that's when it really started. That's when 10 years really started, because I was 19, he was 18, now I'm 29, he's 28. So that's why we hashtag 10 years. That's when, like, the flirtation.
That's when it all began.
That's when it started, yeah. Then we started texting. We definitely talk about getting together and having a relationship and, like, seeing where this could go and, like, all that. But then it just didn't pan out. I think we're
timing was never
too young.
And kind of, yeah, young and living different lives, different places, and but we always had the friendship was always there, and the flirting, and I think you know, the more love that was, you know, gained just between us talking all the time. Like, you know, it'd be kind of those times, you know, when you like someone and you text them constantly.
Yeah, we're always
like,
texting.
Yeah. Like, I was in class and, you know, always walking to class, texting her, and
I was waxing private areas in beauty school.
I remember those texts. Yeah, talking about how exciting your day was about to become.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, it didn't work for us to get together and, like, start dating. Once he moved back home, I moved to Santa Barbara, so we kind of, like, missed each other living at home.
Yeah.
And then I went to Santa Barbara and, you know, like, started dating there. But I mean, we always kept in contact, still texted. I'd always text him and be like, come visit me in Santa Barbara, and he never did.
Guilty.
Ever.
Yep.
And never, ever. But,
still kicking myself for that one.
Yeah, right?
But I did visit her in New York. So.
Yeah, okay. 10 years later, 10 years later, whatever.
You know.
Every time I would come home for Christmas, he would slide into DMs hard.
Yeah.
Like, on New Year's Eve, every New Year's Eve. Like,
what happens at midnight?
What are you doing tonight? What are you doing tonight? What are you doing tonight? Every single year, even this year.
Let's not make me look desperate here, alright?
I think.
I wasn't desperate.
I mean, it's just like that day. That was your most desperate day of the year.
Well, yeah, because I really wanted to kiss you.
Oh, that's so cute. Even this year, he did the same thing.
Well,
we'll get to that though. For 10 years, I always happen to be single. I feel like around that time, so I think so did you.
For a good amount of time.
Yeah, because we went on to, like, our Facebook messages. And literally since 2008, like, every single New Year's Eve, he was like, hey, we're doing tonight. And I was like, I'm going to be at the Plaza Grill. Like, see you on the plaza. Like, and you're like, I better see you. But I don't know.
He ducked me, apparently.
So there's also one more thing that I've gotten a lot of questions about, is that people say, like, I posted our very first picture, me saying, like, oh, I've always loved you, blah, 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 and for the past 10 years, I've, like, loved you, I've always loved you, and I got a lot of flack for that. Is flack a bad word? Like, flack?
It works.
Flack.
A lot of heat. Maybe.
A lot of heat. I got a lot of heat for that. There we go. Yeah, a lot of confusion because I've been engaged twice within the last 10 years. He's been in loving, serious relationships in the past 10 years. By no means was there ever any cheating or flirtation going on. There's always, like, talking to each other, texting, telling each other happy birthday, like that kind of thing.
Very respectful of each other's relationships.
Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, no, we both love basketball. That's, like, our thing. And we both love all the same TV shows. And, like, we have the same sense of humor and stuff. But basketball was always, like, our thing that we would always talk about.
Yeah.
And my serve for tennis brought us together. Even if, like, I was engaged and he was in a serious relationship and, like, something happened to Kobe, because that's his guy and MJ's my guy, but, like, if something happened to Kobe, I literally would text him, like, kind of, like, talking shit to him about Kobe. Even though I knew that, like, he was in a relationship and my fiance was sitting right next to me, it was, like, never a big deal. We were always just
very, very friendly.
Yeah, we're always just, like, friends. There was never anything past that.
No boundaries crossed.
It's not like we'd hooked up before in high school or anything. Like I said, we'd only had, like, hugs or casual side hugs. Yeah, so just to clear that up, I loved both my fiancés very much. You loved everyone you were with. Nothing going on. There was no weirdness going on.
And we don't mean anything personal by the post. So
no, there's nothing.
Don't take offense to that.
Yeah, do not take offense to that. I don't want to hear it. My family members have, like, asked me about it. Like, no, it was not. It was, like, a love.
It was our story. It wasn't about anyone else.
No. But it was a love. Like, I have loved him for the past 10 years. Like, I've loved him so much as a person. And, like, now I'm in love with him, of course. But I don't know. He was always, like, the one that got away for me, because once we were, 19, 18, thinking that we were going to date, and then it kind of just didn't work out. Like, throughout the years, when I would be single, in between every engagement, I would tell my best friend Brittany, oh, I just think, like, Casey's kind of like, I wonder, like, what would have happened if, like, we would have tried it. And then flash forward to this
April.
No, flash forward to
just Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, yeah.
Wow,
so
2017. Christmas Eve. Or no, not Christmas Eve. New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
2017 going into 2018. Yeah. So just a few months ago, because now it's, if we look back on this one, so now it's July, right? Yeah. Okay. So New Year's Eve.
Like 7.5 months ago.
Yeah. My best friend Brittany was like, just do it. Like, see what happens.
Well, first we matched on Bumble.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, okay. So, I love Bumble. Like, I'm always on Bumble. Not anymore. But I was always on Bumble. And so, like, I was on Bumble and Humble just, like, looking through, like, just to see. And it was fun just to see, like, the people I'd gone to high school with. And, like, Casey and I saw Casey, and we both matched. And then I think I put, like, the laughing emoji or something, like, in it. Yeah. And then I think we went straight to texting. We're like, hey, like, we should see, like, we should meet up or something while I'm in town. Brittany, shout out to Beej. I call her Beej.
Brittany.
Shout out to Brittany. Yeah, she was like, just do it. Just, like, she was always like, invite him over. Let's see where this goes. Like, she was a real, like,
she's a hype woman for
she's a pusher. Yeah, she's our hype woman.
Together.
Yeah, because she'd known from the very, very beginning, like, sophomore year when you came in, freshman year, like, she knew how I, like, took notice to him. I invited you to Mexican food.
Actually, sushi.
No.
It was closed.
Oh, I invited you to sushi, but it was closed. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so then we ended up eating Mexican food.
Thanks.
Yeah, then we ended up eating Mexican food. And then you were like, we should go on a trip sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like traveling.
I know, but you were like, we should go on a trip sometime. And, like, keep in mind, our relationship up till this point had mainly been texting.
I think that's a good time to ask.
Yeah, this was technically, like, our first date.
I think that's a great time to ask.
Oh, my God. A trip to another country? Yeah, so he was
like... So the only reason I did that was because we could always tag each other on Instagram and Facebook of, like, amazing exotic looking
beaches
and travel destinations, and
that's been going on forever.
It's been going on forever.
Yeah,
like,
we would tag each other.
We like to joke, like, we'd always tag each other in
both
Instagram and Facebook stuff. I figured first date, let's go on a trip.
Yeah. Yeah, so he was like, let's actually do it. Let's just, like, go on a trip somewhere.
Granted, I had just gotten back from Kauai, but I was ready.
Oh, yeah, you had.
I was ready to go again.
But, like, we do have that in common, because, like, I studied abroad twice in college, and, like, I lived in those places for a certain amount of time, and, like, he studied abroad in high school, right? And then he travels, like, all the time. I had just gotten back from Thailand a few months before we went to that lunch. So, like, traveling we kind of have in common. We have a lot of things in common, like helping children and wanting to go to countries like that. He's adopted, so I've always wanted to adopt even before I, like, met him. I don't know, there's just, like, things that kind of, like, push us together. But anyway, so on that date, that was New Year's Eve, just this past New Year's Eve, and then he said again, but in person. You were like, what are you doing tonight?
Yeah. New Year's Eve. She was in town.
I was like,
I got my date.
Yeah. I was
Next
like,
step, kiss.
I was like, I don't know. I'll probably be with Brittany. And I ended up not seeing him at all. And he actually ended up hanging out with my ex-boyfriend. The one that was his age that I was dating.
Went to school with,
when we were in high school.
All night long,
That's so funny. Then I ended up coming back to New York in our hometown for a few days just for the holidays, and I came back to New York, and we kept constantly, like, texting each other, like, when are we gonna go to Fiji, when are we gonna go here, like, blah blah blah, all that stuff. I was like, you have to come visit me first. One night in April, I got drunk. Not really drunk, I just got
just a smidge,
just a little bit buzzed.
Buzzed enough.
Yeah, we were texting about something, or I don't know, or I had seen your post. He was in Greece with his family, so I had seen his post. And I was, like, on my way home back here to my studio, and I texted him and was like, can you FaceTime me right now? And that was the first time we would have ever FaceTimed or video chatted at all. And then you were like, yeah. And so I was like, all right, 5 minutes, like, or something. And I was drunk, so I was crawling up my stairs. That's why I was like, give me 5 minutes.
She didn't even make it to her door before she called me. She was huffing and puffing on the way out. She's like,
hey, I live up a 5-story walk up. We're on the 5th floor right now. There's no elevator. It was like 3 in the morning for me, in the morning
like 11,
for him.
10, 11. Yeah, just kind of a little, hey, how are you? How's Greece?
And then what did I say?
And then about
30 seconds.
Less than 30 seconds then, she, like, cuts me off mid-sentence. She's like, alright, let's cut the shit. When are you and I gonna live in the same town to figure out if this works?
Were you taken off guard?
Yeah. I was completely shocked. Because I wasn't, I was surprised in, like, the most amazing way, because I was like, wow, like, she really likes this. She really wants this to happen. I said, I don't know. It's like, let's figure it out. And I was actually flying from Europe back to California, so I tried to rearrange my flight so that from Finland I could fly just to New York City just to see her, like, on my way back home. Didn't work out because the airlines were being a pain. But
I liked your reaction, though. Like, I was like, let's cut the shit. Let's just, like, when's this gonna work? Let's see, like, this has been going on forever. It's been going on for 10 years. That's what I said. I was like, it's been going on for 10 years that, like, this has been happening. And that we've always had this thing. We've been talking shit to each other about Kobe and MJ and, like, all that stuff. And, like, talking about, like, all our TV shows and, like, recommending TV shows because we know each other's sense of humor and, like, stuff like that. So I was like, let's just cut the shit. And then you were just like, all right, like, I'll try to fly there.
Let's do it.
And that was it. There was no, like, I don't know.
Beating around the bush.
It's kind of like a movie.
Waiting any longer, it's kind of the timing made sense and the moment was right. And we always talk about how, like, when you know. So I was like, well, let's try it.
So he couldn't fly here from
Finland.
Make it. And so you went home, and then you bought a ticket right
out
away.
Here for, like, a week and a half later or something. FaceTime non-stop for the rest of my Europe trip. The time I got home, like, every minute of the day we had an opportunity to. We'd always be talking to each other. I've told her many times, like, I've never FaceTime really, like, in my life at all, but, like, now, like, every day for hours, and, like, every time we'd hang up I would instantly miss her, like, even if we'd been talking for, like, literally, like, 5 hours straight on FaceTime.
One time we talked for 7 hours.
With, like, not hanging up.
Yeah.
And
that was before he came here.
yeah, so it's just like, and it's just such. It's always been super easy to talk to her and have, you know, interesting conversations, and I was not worried at all. Kind of coming to visit at a kind of a spontaneous visit.
It was pretty obvious, like at the time that we were FaceTiming, that like now that I was 29, he was 28. It was very, very obvious that it was just like we were in love.
Mm-hmm. It's connected.
Yeah, it was just like an instant, like, I can't really.
So easy to.
Like, why didn't we like take shit seriously earlier or something?
Yeah.
But it's all about timing.
You know, I'd often found myself after, you know, texting and talking to Stacy like all day long, like nonstop. Like even like in a lesson, like I teach tennis, and so during a lesson, you know, I'd sneak my phone and like to the tennis ball cart, and you know, like every second I had, you know, text her that I missed her, you know, something like reply to one of her messages just because I missed talking to her within that hour of teaching. Pretty quickly in, like, you know, I easily found myself wanted to hang up, like good night, and saying I love you, you know, before you like hung up. So I wanted to say, you know, not through a text or through FaceTime, you know, I wanted to say it to her face in person. And nothing ever had been that easy and that quickly. Felt so good so quickly.
Yeah, I literally can't figure life out. Like, a lot of things have happened to me, losing my best friend and like things that I don't understand of why they have to happen.
Yeah.
But or like what, just there's just like things in life that I don't know for certain, but like for sure I know that like I'm like in love with Casey, and that like I basically always have been. So just never really like admitted it to myself. Had to go through a couple engagements first, and then yeah, we were like talking like, oh my god, we've never even kissed. We've just done these like weird hugs.
Yeah.
So our first kiss was in New Jersey.
Newark Airport.
Because he flew into Jersey.
Couldn't tell you what gate it was.
31.
Gate 31?
Yeah.
There you go.
I know it. Gate 31, yeah.
That New Year's Eve. Look at that. 31.
Oh my god. Full circle. Oh my god, I didn't even think of that. You're so smart. We kissed there. We held hands walking out of the airport, and that was just it. We like got into an Uber. We're together.
That's it.
Like,
this is it.
There was no doubt in my mind. It was just
She's
like
the one.
Yeah, it just flowed. It was great. And he came out. We did like all the touristy things and stuff, and it was just, it was it. I don't know. I think love is like very sacred, and saying it is like super sacred. Like, I don't say it to everyone. Out of like, let's say I've dated like 20 guys, I've maybe said it to like 3. My most recent boyfriend, I was with him for 9 months. We never said it. It's like very sacred to me to say it. The people I've been with, I love them. I was in love with them for sure.
It was just like another love that neither of us had experienced.
Yeah, and we were friends for so long. Like
that's the best part. Yeah.
I think that's just like the key to it, is that like we were friends first for so long, really long time. And I feel like I know him like so well. I felt like I knew him really well already. Like when he came to visit me, it wasn't like it was going to be awkward or anything. Yeah, no, I knew it wasn't going to be awkward. There's no like, never been any awkwardness between us. Like I've always known exactly who he was, and his history about his adoption and his family and like all that stuff. I've always known everything. And yeah, now it's just a matter of like getting to know him as like how he is as a boyfriend, which is better than I ever thought it would be. So you're a really good boyfriend.
You're a really good girlfriend, baby.
Really? I don't think I am.
You are. Even when Cash knocks over the
oh my god,
and
Cassius knocked over my makeup, and it was black eyeshadow on my gray carpet, like my light gray and white carpet.
It's like more like beigey white, yeah.
We vlogged it. And I cried. I was like, no! I was like on the ground. And Casey was like standing over me. I was like, oh my god.
The worst has happened.
Oh my god. Yeah, the worst thing ever has happened. Oh my god. It was a Melt Cosmetics, like, you know, the stackable, like magnetic. Yeah, it was called Gunmetal. Oh my god. It was black. Yeah.
Very
the
glittery.
Worst color.
Yeah.
The worst color.
The
oh
worst.
My god. Anyways, okay. I think that answers all. I think that's the story, basically. I don't know, right?
Yeah. I'm right now getting ready to relocate to New York. You know? Yeah, so it's an exciting chapter of our lives.
Yep. It's going to make the jump out
Make
here.
the jump.
All right, so let's answer some questions. Who said I love you first?
I did.
What did I say?
You said...
Do you remember the word?
It's a big word.
You don't remember it?
It was what I wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly love you.
Yep, I said I wholeheartedly love you too.
Mm-hmm.
I like literature a lot more than Casey does. So.
Watch your tattoos.
Yeah, look at all my tattoos. They're all like literary quotes.
Yeah.
Who's more jealous? What is my Starbucks drink order?
I had to run and go get it earlier. It is a iced white chocolate mocha with coconut milk, no whipped cream.
Good job. And if I order shots, if I order like a shot of something,
The shot's gotta be Patron. Give her shit on that one. Not a big Patron guy. I
love
love tequila.
We love tequila.
I love tequila, but
I like Patron.
I'm not
He
a big
doesn't.
Patron guy.
We both love beer.
Love beer.
We love beer. If I were to order wine,
Chardonnay, a buttery Chardonnay.
oh, you're so good.
For the lady.
You don't drink coffee, so you don't have an order. I feel like.
I don't drink coffee.
Okay.
I'd probably do like a chai tea.
Yeah, I was gonna say chai.
Mhm.
What do you like most about each other?
Nothing.
I hate him. Being calm to me, like I've talked before about my anxiety, and I have calm like tattooed on my wrist. I think I've showed you guys before because that's like what I need to work on is like being calm. And Casey just has this like aura of calmness, and that's what I really like love about him the most. So I feel completely 100% comfortable with him. Okay, what do you like about me?
Too many things I love about her. A couple of the things I really love about her is her drive. You know, she's one of the hardest women, people that I know, like hardest working. She's so passionate about what she does, whether it's her marketing job, her makeup, her YouTube. She's always just so dedicated and passionate about it, and it really comes out when she's talking about it. I love her spunkiness. You know, like, I mean, New York City, you're not going to get by, you know, just being super passive. So I've really gotten to see Stace's amazing spunkiness in the city, whether it's you know, running through the subway station or, you know, trying to barter with people on the street, whatever it is. Like, you know, she's right there putting whoever wants to match with her in their place. So she doesn't take anything from anyone.
I don't take shit from no one.
Take shit from no one.
That is true.
I love that about her too, but I think mostly, you know, I just truly just love the way that she makes me feel, you know, whether it's when I'm with her, whether it's when I'm thinking about her. Like, I've never felt this kind of love for anyone, and you know, I think it's because we've had such an awesome friendship before. I love her, and, you know, I would do anything for her, and you know, so I just love the way she makes me feel, and I would give her the world.
You're so sweet. Oh my god. Stop. You're gonna make me cry. What's it like to be an interracial couple?
Awesome.
This question, I don't know. I mean, we're not, like, I almost didn't want to answer it because it's like we're not living in the 1950s, so I don't really know which one we say. I live in New York City. Even in like our small town,
yeah.
We don't get any looks or anything. It's just not.
I think
it's not ever been
an issue. Times are changing.
Plus, like, I think our skin tones put together into a little baby, it's gonna be like a really tan little baby.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
An awesome one.
I think that's it for the questions, but if you guys have any more, you can put them down below or contact us anyway. You guys have been so supportive, like, seriously.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've gone on, like, we went into a relationship on Facebook, and, like, so it was like Arcata High came together, and, like,
celebrated
so
this.
many. Yeah, we got like over like 200 likes, like a bunch of comments, like even from old teachers and like everything like that. You guys you're still, I mean, we were like, ask us questions like on Instagram, and it was still like
almost more comments about how awesome, how good we are, and like
more so
together than even questions.
Yeah, there were questions.
Like, whoa, it's like I don't really have a question, but I just love you guys together.
Yeah, we just got that today and the day before. Yeah, it was just like I don't have a question, and then the third one before that, day before that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like, I don't really have a question. I just want you guys to know, like, I love you guys being together. And I got a lot of DMs and stuff from people who, like, we went to high school with, and they were like, oh, I love seeing, like, two people who we went to high school with, like, get together, like, years later and stuff like that. And we went to his 10-year reunion, and everyone was just, like, so sweet about us, like, being together and stuff like that. So it was, I don't know. It's all about timing, because if we had gotten together when I was 19, he was 18.
Who knows where we'd be now?
I'd probably hate his ass. We'd be broken up. I don't know. Who knows? Couple. I'd be married to somebody I didn't love.
Yeah.
I don't know what you'd be doing.
Who knows?
Yeah. But it's all about timing. Seriously.
Yeah.
Good things come to those who wait. Yeah. And weddings and marriage was never on our radar. We talked about that too. Like, I had been done at that point. I mean, had 2 failed engagements and was like, I'm over it. Now I'm just going to concentrate on my career. And, like, I was dating people on Bumble over here and stuff like that. And, like, you know, kind of, like, seeing people. But I was never, like, I said, like, if I find the one at, like, 37 or 42, I wouldn't care. Like, I'm not just going to settle. And I have a hashtag that I say all the time, never settle. Hashtag never settle. Never settle. I could have settled for my last engagement. Tyson, who I've talked about before, he's a great, great, great person. We have a great relationship. Great friendship, but I felt like I would have been settling, and I know that he would have been settling as well for me. So I just think that, it doesn't matter how long it takes. It's not like I'm going to be 30 and I'm not worried about, like, let's get engaged now, so I'm about to be 30. Like, I don't really care or anything like that. So yeah, just about timing. Anyways, alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. Hope we didn't bore you, and I hope that we were able to answer all of your questions within our story and everything like that. So, you'll be seeing Casey frequently.
I'll be here.
In vlogs, and hopefully when he moves over here, we'll be making, like, a ton of videos together and stuff like that. He wants me to put eyelashes on him.
Whoa.
You said that. You're like...
That's true.
Yeah.
Because it looks so crazy.
So I think I want to put eyelashes on him.
Glue right here, and I've been playing around with it.
Yeah, there's eyelash glue on the desk. So I think I want to put eyelashes on him and then, like, make a video about it and, like, see how you feel. I think it would be funny. Like, I put eyelashes on my boyfriend video. Anyways, alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
Bye, guys.